I'm back. I'm speaking. Um, Hello. I'm speaking today. I'm sort of better. I'm sort of not as well. But it's good enough to speak, so yeah, I'm gonna speak today. 'Cause, you know. So, it's just to remind ourselves of the ones where I haven't spoke. I think it was from... God, where was it from now? I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure it was Britain. Um, yeah, let me just double check. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a bit bad.
It's gone backwards.
Yeah, so, um, from Austria. So, Austria was our first win of the season in last season. It was kind of the start of the... Although, no, it wasn't. Take that back. So, in that race, from what I can remember, Red Bull kind of messed up with Vips again. Um, a lot was happening. Loads of people were just randomly pitting for new front wings. But that's not so random because they've probably got damage. Um, quite a few drivers. Well, actually, Ocon scored sixth place in that race, so he got a good haul of points for AlphaTauri. Um, De Vries was 1/10 off getting his first point for 7 seasons. Um, so we move on to Britain. Wasn't a good race for us, as you can see there. It was P8. Gasly won, so he was just extending that championship lead even more. And then France came along. So France, it was quite a good race. It was actually more interesting than what I thought it would be. Um, Gasly's first non-podium finish of the season at his home race as well. And he didn't win a race since Britain for the rest of the season. So that was kind of the downfall, and it's quite funny how it was his home race and we won it as well. Vips got the podium. He finished ahead of Gasly in that race, and Verstappen got his second podium of that season. Then we moved on to Belgium, our second race win in a row, and the fastest lap. Vips got P3 again, but Gasly got second this time. So yeah, Singapore, Vips once again managing to finish ahead of Gasly, and that was where we started to claw back some points. And then Qatar. Oh wait, Singapore, yeah. Singapore was the rise of George Russell once more, still in that Mercedes. He won Singapore and got pole position, and then he got P2 in the next two races, so he's definitely back. Yeah, Qatar was really bad for Red Bull. No driver on the podium again. So yeah, they lost a lot of points that weekend. And then USA, who went into it level on points with Gasly, got the sprint. We got 1 point over him from the sprint, so into the final actual race, we were 1 point ahead of Gasly. So we'd done quite well to claw it all back. But then an engine failure quite early on in the race meant that we lost the championship by 9 points. So yeah, second season in a row that a Red Bull driver's won, and it's not been us. Yeah, we basically finished that season how we started it with a DNF. But now this season, those are the standings from Australia. Of course, we've had some driver transfers. Leclerc's finally back and showing that he's back. He got P2. We got Russell, who won straight away again. Vesti, who's new in to replace Albon, who retired. He got P4 on debut, so that's really good. Porsche finally has got the promotion that he deserved, really, because he was putting in quite good performance in that Williams. Drogovic, though, they both swapped positions, Porsche and Drogovic, but Drogovic still doing well in that Williams. We moved to Ferrari to replace Verstappen. We're teammates with Lando Norris. Verstappen's in that Alpine. Zhou has stayed at McLaren for the past few seasons now. Hauger, Sainz, Piastri, De Vries, Sargent, all the same. Vips has been demoted massively to AlphaTauri. So yeah, not very good. And then Stroll and Doohan the same with Tsunoda and Lawson. They both DNF'd straight away. So that's our calendar as well. So we've already done Austria. We've got Baku, Austria. Wait, did I just say we've done Australia? Not Austria. Australia, Azerbaijan, Austria, Britain, France again, because it was quite a good race and quite exciting. Belgium, we've got Monza back as well, of course. Being Ferrari, we need to perform there. Singapore, Qatar, and Vegas being the last round. Since we have learned to not do COTA again, ever, because it's just a horrible track to race on in these cars anyway. But yeah, we had a regulation change as well. That was the other thing. McLaren are meant to be the fastest team, then us, then Red Bull. But obviously standings prove differently. Right then, so we're gonna get our setup on. Check our engine, because it was the reliability and the power units that changed. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah, gonna get into qualifying. And we've already outbroken ourselves massively. Yeah, this doesn't feel nice at all already. Stupid.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
We're just gonna leave it. We've got a sprint to make it all up in, so we wasn't getting anywhere in that qualifying anyway, so yeah, no use.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Norris, and Frederick Vesti. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Be sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So that top five, very close. Got Verstappen in the Alpine, who didn't perform very well in Australia. Getting pole, our teammate in second. Whereas in Australia, he was only like 2 positions ahead of us. Quite similar on time. Vesti there in only his second race, only being 3/4 of a tenth off pole position. Zhou, wow, that's really close, and Russell as well. But then even going down to the top, just in the top 10, they're all separated by 3/10, just under it. It's only like around here that's, well, I mean, top 15 separated by less than a second. De Vries only just out of that second, so he is improving to try and get that first point. It's just not happening for him yet. we've got that major upgrade for aero, so we'll get that in. Well, there's a performance comparisons, just in case you're interested.
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint.
Let's just go straight into it.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Why, yeah, that was close. Very close. Oh my god, he's made contact with us. Oh my life.
Are you alright?
What the fuck?
Engine off, engine off.
That was quite early braking, wasn't it? I mean, look at that, that's so early. Use that to our advantage, journey turns. Oh my fucking god. This is a nightmare starting at the back and back here. We're up to 15. We're going to be 14. No, it's not. Not yet. Ugh. Oh my god, this car does not slow down whatsoever. Look, I brake way before it tells me to and I'm still just about making a corner. Verstappen's not got the lead, it's actually Norris. I know, I think it's
Okay,
Vesti.
start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Done, and up ahead Lawson and Piastri both battling, so and Gasly's dropped down to 11th. Oh my god, it's 3 wide. That's gonna be, yep, I could feel that in my remote. There was contact there for definite. I don't know if anyone's got damage, but do a nice
Okay,
switchback
got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
on Lawson.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Gasly's not really got that much overspeed either, so Red Bull really lost a lot in the power unit department.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use
So
DRS
they're struggling to
within 1
outdrag
second of
a
the car
Williams,
ahead
whereas
and
last
into the DRS
season
zone.
he was so quick in a straight line. Whereas we do it with ease.
Well, what happened? Let me know you're okay.
To actually get it slowed down in time.
Nice move.
And
Good
we're
job.
up to 11th now. Still got another 4 laps. To make up positions. But Verstappen really dropping off the pace. He's in a world of his own, kind of, up front.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Vesti setting the fastest lap, so he's on the charge. Of course, with the assistance of DRS as well, make that a lot more easier for him, especially since he's in one of the best cars on the grid. Whoa, and Gasly gets past Piastri in very dramatic fashion. The two Mercedes are battling actually up front. So that's going to help everyone else close up. Pretty sure that Leclerc and Porsche both getting involved in that battle as well. Look at this trade now that has caused. We're just out of a second. So hopefully we can get in that second. Start making moves in the final laps.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
Here we go then. As if an Alpine can go faster
Okay,
than
in the dirty air of the car in front, let's get past them. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
If you don't know the reference I'm talking about with Alpine, last season with Alpine, I know that we had the engine rate changes and everything. We've not really lost that much off Ferrari. But the Alpine was going 232 miles per hour. We just topped out 226. Could get a top 10 start here if we get on with it. It's going to be a close one. And Vesti gets pole position for the main race. In his first season, he's won a sprint. We get top 10 start, luckily, just about.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So let's review the updated driver standings. That's a positive result for George Russell, who further solidifies his position at the top of the standings. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, goodbye.
Right then, so a lot of us drawing on points. Leclerc and Vesti, both on 20 points, 10 points behind Russell. Porsche and Norris, both on 11 points. Drugovich and Verstappen, and ourselves and Zhou. And then all of these people on 0. Constructors wise, very interesting still. Red Bull only 2 points ahead of Mercedes, who are 7 points ahead of McLaren. So things are staying close. At least Red Bull aren't just running away with it this time. Right then. Main race. Dry all the way through. Let's go.
Good afternoon and welcome from Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. Let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Frederik Vesti lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Zhou, Russell, Tsunoda, Leclerc, Théo Pourchaire, Gasly, Edwards, Oscar Piastri, Drugovich, Liam Lawson, Sainz, De Vries, Halger, Doohan, Yuri Vips, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Anthony Davidson is alongside me, as usual, for today's race.
Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix.
Let's discuss Red Bull. There have been some tweaks to the power unit regulations, of course, and I have to say it doesn't seem, so far at least, that they've been able to keep up.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
Right then. So it's looking like a normal soft to medium strategy. Might as well just get into it. Quite a few drivers starting on the mediums. Quite a few drivers everywhere actually. Porsche absolutely sends it down the inside of everyone. I'm surprised if he hasn't got damage from that. We're up the inside of Zhou and Leclerc, so it's 3 wide into turn 2. We're up into P7, but Zhou is going to say no you're not, and try it back around our outside. Oh no, He's squeezing accidentally, but we keep happy saying now. Norris is in the lead, which is good for us. Well, sort of, in a way. Good for the team.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Of course, safety cars are no stranger here, so there could be crashes, engine blow-ups, anything that could make us pit earlier, hopefully, help us in the strategy. Well, that's lap 1 completed. A few positions gained, which is good. And of course the 2 Red Bulls in 9th and 10th, so it's also good for us as a team.
Now use DRS. DRS now available. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
It's pretty stalemate at the moment, not really a lot to talk about. Vesti's the leader of this train. It just keeps getting bigger, this train does, so obviously lacking a bit of pace in this race compared to the sprint. And it might be because he may be on medium tyres, but I'm not certain about that. Verstappen is going to overtake him now. Just about got him. Even though when I was with Alpine last season, I protected all of the power unit. Whether McLaren did the same as well, who knows. Vesti not able to come back out of Verstappen. I'm starting to feel a lot less grip in these tyres. We're out of that second Porsche, so leaves us quite vulnerable to Zhou behind. Nothing's going to be done about that though. The two Red Bulls both fighting. Last season's champion gets past the Leclerc. Fuck. Vesti pretty much being saved by DRS that he's getting from Verstappen.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
He's also pulling him towards Norris. They're all getting quite close now. Two Red Bulls are both fighting once more. You've seen that turret back in. They're getting quite close to one another again. Leclerc's on for the move. They're still side by side. Oops.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
He definitely needs box soon. His tyres feel horrible. Pourchaire's going for the move on Tsunoda. Here we go. This could help us.
The car in front is a second a lap faster, 1 second.
He's got the move almost done. And he's done it. Zhou goes for the move on us, so, which isn't helping us to catch up whatsoever. Zhou gets the move done. Yeah, we're boxing this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Because we've got the 2 Red Bulls now right behind us. We were battling and they still managed to catch up. So that just shows how bad it is. I just can't get a grip on this Ferrari, to be fair. The brakes are like almost non-existent. And look at that, I broke before the braking zone and still going wide at the apex. It's ridiculous. I hope they improve this for this year's game. So when you upgrade a car, I've said it before, it shouldn't get worse, especially when there's specific brake upgrades on the chassis, and like somehow it makes them worse. Like, I just don't understand how that's possible. Look at that, even on fresh tyres, so it's definitely not the tyres. And how bad they were. Like, oh. Our teammate from the lead of this race, engine failure or something electronic anyway, and causes a bit of a traffic jam at Castle. So that helps us, so at least he's kind of thought of us in a way. But not good for us as a team. Not good for him in the championship. Not good for us as a team in the championship either. This could be good for us in the championship. As that slowing down might be effective enough to get a big undercut on everyone else, so we'll see. It's definitely going to knock his confidence. He's only just really built it back up at the end of last season, like Russell did. What a move. Here we go then, this is where we really see whether it has helped.
Science is in the pits.
And it has. It's helped massively. We've jumped Verstappen, we've jumped Russell. There's only Vesti! Oh my god, and this crashed. Oh my life, that was very close stuff. We might be able to get Vesti still now because of that incident. But we'll replay that before we get on with any moves, because that was very close. I mean, look at this. He moves over, nearly pushes Stroll into the wall, realises, moves to the inside, and Doohan's there on the inside. That could have been a very massive crash happening in front of us. But it's 3 wide now again into turn 3, and we get the move done on Vesti. So I'm pretty sure that this is the lead of the race. So we took our teammate's position, thanks to our teammate, and up into P1. We've just got to keep it here now. Stroll and Doohan are both holding up the rest of them quite massively. So that's also helping us. We've only got Vesti to really worry about at the moment. So now we're looking at the back of Vips. Soon be the front because of how bad that Alpha Tauri is. Jesus Christ, we've got squeezed there and we've gone over the curb and into the wall. Lovely. We might try the outside instead. See if that's any better. Nope, no space there. Whoa! That was close.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.4 seconds.
But Russell and Verstappen both getting past Jack Doohan. They've just got to get past Stroll now, who will be coming into the pits. Vesti's got the DRS from Vip, so he would have it from us anyway. It's within a second. So yeah, the battle is now on, officially. And Pourchaire's come out, and Tsunoda both ahead of Russell and Verstappen. Verstappen actually didn't manage to get past Doohan. So once again, a god-awful race for Verstappen. Dropping positions after the pit stop, just like in Australia. Lucky to not get damage from that. Very lucky. Still some guys ahead who need to stop. Well, all of the guys ahead need to stop again. And, wow. We were nearly stupid there. I don't know how we haven't binned it. This could be Théo Pourchaire's first podium and Vesti's first podium of their careers. Pourchaire was in, I'm pretty sure that he's been in since season 2. So yeah, long time to not go without a podium, but he has been scoring points along the way. That's why he's got that Alpine seat. And everyone else is now in.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead,
except for Gasly.
9.6 seconds.
But he will be in this lap. We've got Vesti right behind us now. Pourchaire just behind that, and then Tsunoda as well. Very close. Oh, and Vesti. He went to go for the move to the outside, realised there wasn't enough space. They realised it was too late to make a lunge. Going into turn 3. So he didn't go for it. Managed to gain away a second, so whether he's got damage, I don't know. I hope he hasn't. yeah, the season got off to a good start for Red Bull, sort of. Oh!
Safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form
What's
up.
that for? Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, yep. That's what it's for. So that is Drogovic and Stroll. Both coming to blows with each other. Drogovic nearly losing it there. Gives Stroll damage though. Outbrakes himself into the next corner. Loses his front wing entirely. And then that is enough for a safety car. So, just as I was talking about Red Bull, they may have actually cooked with this one. The pit lane, of course, it's not that long and it's not that slow. We're under Delta. Can we beat Gasly out of the pits? The answer is yes. It was a lot less close than what I thought. But he's definitely made up a few positions and he is on the soft tyres. So they're not going to have that much took out of them being under the safety car. He's come out ahead of his, just behind his teammate actually. I thought he would have been ahead, but he's not. But he is on those soft tyres, and they won't have been used that much either.
You're approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
But now we've got a whole gaggle of cars that are going to be behind us, ready to pounce at any moment when the safety car goes in. Let's see if Leclerc's on the softs too. Yeah, they are. So Zhou, Leclerc, Gasly, all on the softs. Drogovic has now had to stop twice because of that incident. So yeah, De Vries, he's in this position again. Could it possibly be his first points in Formula 1 for 7 seasons? We'll find out at the end of the race, but first we've got to get rid of the safety car. Hopefully it comes in quite soon. But remember, it was Baku as well last season where AlphaTauri, well, at least in the hands of Ocon, got 4 points from 8th place. De Vries just outside the points last season. Of course, Austria as well, being another strong one for AlphaTauri. So if he doesn't do it here, he's always got Austria, but after that I can't really see anywhere where he'd be able to score points until Vegas or maybe Singapore. So we'll see. I hope that he does. It may be, you know, a revival of the Nick De Vries from F2. pretty sure that the safety car will be in this lap finally, because I'm nearly falling asleep here. We'll know at the bottom of this hill whether it's going to be in. It more than likely will, because the whole of the field's caught up now. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Yep, it's in. So we get to control a restart.
Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane.
It's a very long straight to do a restart on. We've gone. Using our ARS. The AI don't until that finish line, so
Green flag.
a pretty good restart for us. Using the game to our advantage. Oh, but this is where we're going to get it. From Vesti maybe. He just hasn't got enough overspeed compared to us to get any sort of move done.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Russell is quite off the pace a little bit. He's nearly a second behind his teammates, not managed to keep up too much. Maybe defending from Joe. Remember, Joe is on the soft tyres. We'll see who overtakes who going down the straight now. It's definitely going to be Joe or Russell. For definite, it's already happening. Also a Red Bull getting involved in that, I can't remember, I think that's Leclerc. Porsche is going for Vesti, so Alpine and McLaren have been quite similar in straight line speed. And Leclerc's got both Russell and Joe. He's up into 5th place. It's quite a gaggle of cars behind, getting very close. But Porsche's got the move on Vesti, and Tsunoda may even do that as well. And there's a yellow flag. That may be a crash, or it may be an engine failure. Who knows? We will see. No one is retired yet, so it's an engine failure for someone. We'll see who that is for. It's quite far back, I think. Ah, yeah. Is that... Don't say that that's... So it's not De Vries, it is Juri Vips. Luckily for De Vries, he's still in then. In with a chance of points. 1 position off. He has got Carlos Sainz in front of him in an Aston Martin, and he's got Piastri, who's been doing really well the past few seasons. In that Alfa Romeo. And he's on soft tyres as well. But yeah, that was a massive gaggle of cars. Just jockeying for position. Russell's gone down about, I don't know how many positions he's gone down. Probably like 3 or 4. But Leclerc up into 5th. He's on the back of our train already. Juri Vips is now officially out of the session. I'm pretty sure that I think that Zhou's got damage, you know. He's quite slow. And for the soft tyres, shouldn't really be going that slow. Yeah, he's got no end plate on the left. There it is. Let's see if anyone else got damage from it. End plate's still intact for Gasly. For Russell, he's had a chunk bit out of the front, but he's still got it, so he might be able to carry on. See what his AI does, but Zhou definitely, he's going to pit. I think he's just hit the wall. I'm pretty sure he's just hit the wall. We'll see, we'll see. There we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's locked up, so he didn't hit the wall, but he did lock up. So that's obviously going to cost him. He goes defensive against Gasly. But we've now got Pourchaire in the car that we was in last season. After us, for this race victory. 3 laps to go almost. He's already on our inside for the next corner. But our straight line speed is somehow more than his. Leclerc in the background going for Tsunoda. Vesti in our slipstream. Pourchaire sends one to the inside of us. Kind of catches us by surprise as we kind of outbroke ourselves a bit. So we'll try that again. So we don't want to have any damage or give any damage to anyone. Yeah, Vesti in the slipstream of us. Pourchaire sends one again to the inside. Leclerc is nearly got Tsunoda. And he has got him. Verstappen has got Russell. There's a yellow flag, so we may be able to keep this position. Vesti, meanwhile, sends one to the inside of us. Also, kind of bringing Pourchaire with him. Russell, definitely that damage is affecting him so much. Oscar Piastri has got past him, and guess who is on the back of him? Nick de fucking Vries. No, it's not. It's Sainz and then de Vries. It's just Piastri has got past all 4 of those. He's got past de Vries, Sainz and Russell to get himself up into P8 on those soft tyres. So once again, Piastri outperforming that Alfa Romeo from what it seems. De Vries has a chance here. Russell's got the damage. So, who knows? He could get points. I'm going to say could, because that AlphaTauri is a bag of shit. So, yeah, we'll see. He's got 3 laps to do it. Sainz has got to get past Russell first, then de Vries. And if de Vries can stay in Sainz's DRS, then I think he's safe from Helga. But Red Bull kind of clawing back their ace for definite. As I was saying earlier, like, they have not had the best starts to the season of what they've had, but now in this race especially, it didn't go well at the start. Here comes Vesti. Did go well at the start of it being in P9, P10, but look at that, P4 and P5 as Vesti nearly loses the back end there. Going into turn 1, we outbrake ourselves massively and put Vesti into the wall. Lovely. Look at that slide from Vesti. Gasly and Tsunoda going side by side, of course, 2 former teammates in real life. We'll actually try and get this corner right without putting Vesti or myself into the wall. No, like, either way, it's like outbraking itself. I'm braking so early, as you can see. And it's still putting me over the curve and into the wall. But here we go then. And that's Gasly going for a move on his teammate Leclerc. We've got to watch out here, there could be damage. It's a risk of damage anyway. Vesti's going for Porsche. Porsche is ahead of Vesti. Leclerc stays ahead of Gasly. Sainz hasn't managed to get past Russell yet. But Hauger has got past De Vries. So, kind of depressive. I cannot lie. De Vries won't be scoring any points. And he keeps his streak of 7 seasons going on.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
I'm not sure if Vesti's got damage. Vesti might have damage. He looked fine into that corner, but it's just the amount that he's fell off. And once again, Porsche right behind us. Vesti's got to have double trouble from the Red Bulls. And there they go, there goes Porsche on us. With the DRS, it's 3 wide behind between the McLaren and the 2 Red Bulls.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
And they've both got him. Gasly and Leclerc still side by side though. And will it be me or Porsche that wins this race? Tsunoda is now on the back of Vesti. Vesti could lose a top 5 here. Oh, Porsche, Jesus Christ. Slid into that corner, kind of puts us off massively. I'm not sure what's happened to De Vries. His 13th, he's been attacked by Lawson now. I just couldn't see him on the map. Will we avenge our teammate? We'll see. If this car keeps out breaking itself, then it looks like it's not going to happen. We're out of a second to Porsche. Gasly's right behind us. Leclerc's a bit further back. But here we go. Porsche is going to get his first race win and his first podium of his whole career in this career mode season. Will we get second place though? Gasly's got the DRS. It's going to be close. Oh my god, we just about done it. We just about kept P2.
Well done, mate. Well done. That's a great finish. You've really stepped up and achieved what we asked you to do today, so good job.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner, but they've come through to take a brilliant victory here today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. let's review the driver's standings. Théo Pourchaire is our championship leader after a great result. Some amazing
No
times out on
way.
the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Théo Pourchaire gets my vote today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way towards the top. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So an interesting one for definite. I think that Anthony Davidson described that one perfectly. That's like the first time I've ever heard an accurate description of a race. Very interesting indeed, especially with Red Bull being P9 and P10 near the first few phases of the race, and then clawing it back to take third and fourth. It was nearly second. Of course, that close finishing time between me and Gasly, but we just about held off Ferrari power over Red Bull power. Pourchaire's first win, first podium in his career for the French team, French driver, and he leads the championship as well with that. Vesti getting P6, he could have won, he could have even got second, but I think he got damage, so that put him down a bit. Same with Russell, he was definitely in the fight as well. Piastri did an amazing job once again on those soft tyres in that Alfa Romeo. He's really outperforming that car. Verstappen falling off in the main race once again, just like he did in Australia. Sainz scores Aston Martin's first points of the season. De Vries once again just outside the points. He was in P11, he was in prime position, but Piastri overtook him. He didn't manage to overtake Russell and Sainz, and he ended up being overtook by the two Williams and Sainz's teammate Hauger. The DNFs then, Vips and Norris, and another one to point out, Guan Yu Zhou, who got a bit of damage, to be fair, from battling with Russell, so they both got damage from that, from their own scrap. And also Drogovic did really well to recover from that crash that he had with Stroll as well. Stroll still miraculously in, Drogovic was still even more miraculously still in that race after their crash, but the safety car came out, and yeah, but it was a shame for our teammate as well, who DNF'd from the lead of this race. So there could have been about 6 of us who'd have won this race, all going well, but it ended up being Théo Pourchaire. So the championship, he leads over four points over Russell and Leclerc. Gasly 6 points behind Vesti, 8 points behind us, 12 points behind. So this top 6 really close. Would have been even closer with Norris still in, and Zhou getting good points as well, but just didn't happen for them. Constructors as well, with 1 point ahead of McLaren, 10 points behind Mercedes, 15 behind Alpine, and 27 behind Red Bull, who still somehow managed to lead the Constructors despite being the poorest that they've been for a while. But yeah, an exciting race for Baku. Pretty sure the next one is Austria. I'll probably do that. I'll do that. Not sure if it is Austria actually. No, it's... Is it? Yeah, it is. It's Austria. I'll do it. I'll do it. Austria's always a good race. I'll check comments now. Don't you worry, Mr. Tish Tosh. Yeah. That's a good way to describe it, to be fair, Logan. I was quite surprised when I saw that Pourchaire was leading the championship. I don't know how he's done that. let's see the results from round 1 actually. So he got 5th in round 1. Yeah. Gasly quite consistently getting 3rd, but still somehow 4th in the championship. Leclerc getting 2nd and 4th. Yeah, been a pretty alright season so far, apart from this shitty car not slowing down in time for the corners. Right, we've got our aero upgrading as well.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication.
We'll see what we can get.
We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Nope, still got locks on the big power unit upgrades. Oh no. No. What? I don't know. Oh.
Not an easy
Yeah.
decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
I don't know why Aero was asking the questions, but hey ho. Game's a bit weird, can't lie. I've never seen that question before, and I've never seen it in. Why would Aero be asking the questions? I don't get it. Game's fucked, mate. Right, let's go Austria. I think we've got a sprint as well, so that'll be exciting. Yeah, just after I stopped streaming yesterday as well, I had a massive nosebleed. I don't know why. I never have nosebleeds, but I guess it was the pressure of having a cold. It finally released itself. That's why I'm feeling a bit better today. Give me another nosebleed. Actually don't, because I've got a white jumper on and I can see rain for the race. It's right at the end, which could be interesting. Could be. Depends whether it arrives or not. So, slight improvement for AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Mercedes and Aston going into this weekend. We'll do quick practice. Just get those R&D points in. Fucking hiccup. Bastard. Wow. Can't believe that one actually succeeded. Here we go then. At least it's a dry quali. Let's see the... Ooh, ouch. We're already on our second engine. Bestie Vestie's in the lead. Oh my god. Oh yeah, another thing, Logan. Bestie won the sprint race in Baku. He got P2 in qualifying, I'm pretty sure. Russell back in the lead. His confidence gone back up. I don't know how I'm so far off. But it's P10 at least, it's not P20 like it was at Baku. And we got a sprint anyway to make it up. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, in career mode, what I've noticed, they've done it with Doohan, and they've done it with Vips. Oh my fucking god. How close. Again, just like Baku qualifying. And race winner, championship leader is P11, he's behind us. But the two Mercedes dominating. Well, not really dominating, but that's fucking close. They've done nearly the exact same lap time. And it's the same with Verstappen and Leclerc as well. And even Vesti in that as well. I mean, it's so close. Piastri's managed to get himself up to P8. I mean, well, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, fucking, they've done it with Doohan, Mercedes. Like, they hired him straight away from his F2 career, and then they immediately demoted him the next season, even though he'd done really, really well. They demoted him to Haas, and then with Vips as well. He literally won a race, and he was on the podium multiple times. And Red Bull still demoted him to AlphaTauri for this season. So I don't know if McLaren are that harsh to do that to Vesti. I hope not, because he's actually doing really well, just like Doohan and Vips were. And it was nice to battle someone new. But I have a feeling that the game's just going to do that to him. Sadly. Alright, let's get the resource points. Where's the fucking resource points? Oh, I'm just going to have to do that. Oh my god, it worked. It actually succeeded, and we're in fucking Ferrari. And that one, 25% success. Now that never happens, ever. I don't know how that's just happened. But we've, I don't know, alternate universes and that. Yeah, they literally are, Logan. Trying to beat us. They can't be us. We're one of a kind. Okay, Norris still managing to get more resource points than me. Lovely. And then we'll do this. We'll do the sprint race and the race, because it seems like it's going to be interesting. Let's go. Okay, let's use our resource points actually. Let's go, Lando. Oh yeah, Logan, that SSRL got cancelled today. I don't think that league is... Oh yeah, you already know. You just type it in the chat. But yeah, the thing is, G1, he's in America, and he didn't realise that the clocks had gone back an hour. So it was like... starts in 45 minutes, and this was a ~7. And I was like, hold on, what?
This is shaping up to be
I was like, yeah.
another
I was like, no,
fantastic
the clocks have kind of gone forward, so it's already past the race start time. And he was like, oh yeah, then it's cancelled.
Off the back of a
So, okay.
fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row.
Yuki
Moving on to
Tsunoda.
the rest of the grid, we have Vesti, Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Edwards, Teo Pourchaire, Liam Lawson, Helga, Drugovic, Doohan, Sainz, Yuri Vips, Sargent, De Vries, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close.
As usual.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
Right. Let's go then. Let's get this done. That was a long wait. Russell has not got a good start off the line. That's going to cause absolute mayhem into turn 1. Oh my fucking god, Porsche, where have you came from, mate? What the fuck? Okay, we're up into P9. It's not bad. Also not what... Ugh! Brake! Fucking stupid car. Oh my god. Is there a crash? No, no crash. We're up in 7th. This car does not brake at all. Like, it's seriously bad. Baku was the worst for it.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Bit wide there, but hey ho. Right, we're now stuck in the train, but our team is on double points here. It may only be see what I mean? See, I fucking broke so early, and yet I still managed to go into the back of Gasly. Right, let's try that again. Let's not send it down my inside from that far back, Lando. We'll be good. So we now challenge it. P6. Get it just about slowed down in time.
Nice move, keep going.
Get the move done. Into P6. We lost the back end, I don't know how. But now I've just got to try and keep Gasly behind and not keep battling with him.
When you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Of course, that Red Bull really strong with the DRS. Usually, anyway. But managing to pull away, which is a good sign. Could even be making a move on his teammate. Leclerc covers that one off. Look to the outside. Get a better line into the corner, but not out of it apparently. And we stay behind him. I always fuck up that corner somehow. Either turning too early, too late, or it's never in between. Oh, for fucking hell's sake, man. Oh my god, and we've still got the fastest lap somehow.
The race so far.
Oh, bloody hell. But Russell making his way back up now. He's gone for the move on Vesti. This could help us a lot, especially on this exit. We get a great exit, but not enough. Russell's not got the DRS. Vesti actually got it. And Leclerc sent it down the inside of Verstappen. Wow. That's quite far back. Quite late as well. But now I hope that he doesn't hold us up too much with these two battling. Doesn't. They've stopped battling now. Verstappen keeps that P4. But Leclerc is staying right with him. I don't think that there's any breathing room at all between them both. Leclerc twitching about, trying to look for a move. Russell, can he go for the move again and get the DRS for the next straight? He's gone for the move, and he has got the DRS for this next straight now. So it may be more of a challenge. We get a better exit. Actually, they were pretty even over the DRS, I think, because it doesn't look like Russell's got his rear wing open, but neither has Vesti. So we get the position on Leclerc up into P5, and now the two Red Bulls once again, like I saw in Baku, maybe going to have a little bit of a scrap. It has been clean whenever they've scrapped so far this season. But yeah, we'll see. As now Verstappen's going to be the next one to challenge Vesti, if he can get close enough, but Vesti's just got that straight line speed advantage. Norris is now finally on the back of this train as well. Vesti's going for Russell once more to get that P2 back. He wants a front row start for tomorrow. And we've got the better exit on Verstappen too. Vesti gets a DRS on Russell once more. Manages to pull away. Can we maybe use this to our advantage? We can't. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Brakes on this are fucking shite. But we'll just stay behind because we know that we're not going to make a move here. Just play the patient game. Tsunoda's just ran away with this completely. I don't think that there's going to be any challenge for the lead of this sprint. Unless he makes a mistake, of course.
Okay, the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
Here goes Russell. Vesti's going to come back at him down the next straight though, he's got the DRS.
We've only got 2 laps of
We boxed in. Oh my god. We've got both of them. Now Vesti's boxed in. Russell sends it back down the inside. And we've got P2. What a move. But now we're the vulnerable one on the final lap. We're quite low on ERS. We have not got the DRS. And we've got very quick cars behind us. I mean, Russell's already going for it into the second last corner. And we've managed to keep it side by side for the next one. But that's put him quite far back a little bit there. And that's the Red Bull of Leclerc going for the move on Verstappen. Vesti's going for the move on Russell. Sends it down the inside. Verstappen's gone for the move on Vesti now. It's all happening behind us. We don't know what's happening, but it is. If we manage to gain away, the 2 Red Bulls are now going at it. Gasly and Leclerc. Verstappen's gone for Russell too. It's all happening on this final lap here at Austria. And Russell manages to stay ahead of Verstappen, but he has got the DRS once more. Can he send it back down the inside? He's gonna actually send it down the inside, but no move has actually been made from Verstappen there. But he tried his best. We've managed to keep P2. So I think that everyone's happy except for Max, as usual. When is that guy ever happy? He wins by fucking 40 seconds and he's still not happy. But that's another conversation we don't talk about. Tsunoda wins the sprint, gets pole position, we get a front row start, and Russell gets P3.
Mate, top job, yes! I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you, well done.
Let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. George Russell takes the lead of the drivers'
Oh my
championship.
god. Oh my god!
All that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Okay, this is the closest that I've ever seen a championship in a career mode before. Like, the fact that a sprint race has changed the positions of the drivers' championship just shows like how close it actually is this season. We've managed to close within, so it's 7 points separate the top 6, and I mean there's 1 point between Leclerc and Gasly, there's 1 point between Gasly and Vesti, and there's 1 point between me and Vesti. Tsunoda isn't, he's not that far off, and neither is Verstappen. They're only like 10 points away, like, from me. Constructors as well, Mercedes catching up to Red Bull. So yeah, let's see everyone else's positions then. So Porsche managed to get into the top 9, but he didn't score any points obviously. Piastri dropped down to P10. Duran P14. Zhou has gone outside the top 10 in the McLaren. And of course Vichtits starts last once more. And Nick De Vries outperforming his teammate, who's won a race. So De Vries, you better get up there and win a race now that you've outperformed him in equal machinery. I just really want to see if De Vries will ever change from AlphaTauri in this career mode, because him and Russell are the only ones who have not swapped teams, which is mad to think about. We'll get straight into the race once it loads up. Yep. Go through like the grid sequence and all that shit, just so I can go on my phone and see what people are saying.
Welcome from the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of around 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill of turn 3. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, and Edwards completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Verstappen, Vesti, Gasly, Leclerc, Norris, Teo Pourchaire, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Halger, Liam Lawson, Doohan, Sainz, Drugovic, De Vries, Yuri Vips, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson.
With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson.
Why don't we discuss Red Bull?
What
There
the
have been
fuck?
some tweaks to the power unit regulations, of course, and I have to say it doesn't seem, so far at least, that they've been able to keep up.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
So, Crofty had a parrot in the room or something. Fucking Alex Jakes just appears out of nowhere and fucking copies what Crofty said. So here with me today is Anthony Davidson, says Crofty. Here today is Anthony Davidson, says Alex Jakes, and then it goes back to fucking Crofty. Jesus Christ. Anyway, simple one stop again, or it could be two stop. That rain could come any earlier. So we'll be on the lookout for that. We will be. But as it's looking, it'll probably be dry all race. So yeah. We'll get into it once I see what you've said, Mr. Tishtosh. Yes. Tsunoda got a great launch, but he's bogged down completely, and that's caused absolute mayhem behind. Look how close everyone is on the map. It's causing so much crap. Verstappen's up into second, we're up to first, Russell up into third. Tsunoda's still getting attacked there by the Red Bull of Gasly, and here we go then, into turn 3 goes everyone. Can they get through cleanly? We'll see. Well, the yellow flags have disappeared, so as far as I know, they have. But what a shit start from Tsunoda. L. I mean, just look how much we've gapped the rest of the field by. Like, even Russell is not that far off us. I'm not complaining. We're in the lead. Tsunoda reacted to the lights really well, but then that second phase, I think he must have thought that he'd jumped the start, like his AI thought that, and then he just like completely bogged down. Like we've seen it happen with Norris in real life at Saudi. You know, he jumped the start, then the lights did go out like almost straight away, and he just like got such a shit start. And that's what's happened with Tsunoda there, just he hasn't actually jumped the start. He got it quite perfect and then just couldn't pick up the traction. Or didn't put the throttle down enough. So it's pretty calm at the moment. We'll get a bit more crazier on as it goes on. It is Austria. It happens every season. Just something happens, like a crash at the second or final corner, someone comes into the pits, or someone just drives into the back of them, and then it all goes up in the air from there. Or even like last season, they had like a massive crash here. I don't know what happened, but it ended up being it was nearly a red flag, I think.
We might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Okay, so that changes things completely now. 15 minutes until the rain. Yeah. Still don't know how to play this one out. because I don't know how long these softs can go. I know that they can go for 12 laps. Of course, it's about a minute a lap as well. So lap 15, that rain is expected to hit the track. So maybe I could extend. It's a big risk whether the track gets wet enough, and these tyres will already be like massively worn. And then I've got to stay out for however many laps it takes for the track to actually get wet enough for intermediates. So actually, I'm just going to play this one normally, pitting for my mediums when I'm supposed to. If the rain happens and it gets wet enough, then it happens. At least the AI will make that same mistake as well. We're not really losing anything, we're just looking for gains. Verstappen's doing quite well, staying that DRS of us. You know, he's not got close enough to launch an attack, but he's staying with us. But I might have spoke too soon. He's looking very quick up this straight. It doesn't do anything into this corner, so maybe into turn 4 we get a better exit, a way better exit. Vesti has overtook Gasly. What? Red Bull are completely losing it once more. Like, they've been overtook by a rookie. I mean, fair play with Vesti, is a really good rookie this season. Let's see everyone's positions. Let's see what people have done. What have people cooked? So Zhou, weirdly, starts on the hards and he's managed to gain 2 positions. Teo has lost 1. The same with Piastri. Lawson's gained 1. Alga down 1. Sainz gained 1. Vip's up 3. Doohan has gone down 2. De Vries has stayed the same. So he's quite far off the points, but if something happens, then, you know. And of course, oh my god, Vichtits has actually got himself out of last place. Replaces himself with the current usual last place, Logie Sarge. So, not a lot of changes around, really. Probably the biggest one, I'd say, Tsunoda. I've got Verstappen looking already into turn 1. He's going to go for us. He's close enough. He's too close to us. Here he goes. Oh my god, there's contact. My remote flashed red. Better exit though. On the outside, DRS. Thank you. And we're now gaining the Foxon away from him. Thank you, Max. Love you, babe. But Vesti has managed to actually gain away from Gasly as well. It's not like it's just a, you know, DRS overtake and then next lap Gasly gets him. He's managed to actually gain away. So well done to Vesti. Leclerc has overtook Norris as well. Norris's confidence probably falling off, especially after Baku losing that race win. Yeah. Hopefully you can pick it back up again. We can actually make a constructor's charge. Verstappen out of the DRS finally. Well, he's not staying with us any longer. We nearly absolutely cut that corner off. stops happening. Sure, it'll get better. Weather report.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Drives definitely seem like the fastest
Leclerc
car at
and
the moment.
Vesti.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.3 seconds.
Leclerc and Vesti, while all of that was going on, actually battling into the final corner. So let's have a look at this actually. Leclerc going for the inside. Any contact? No. Oh, just a little bit actually. And into the final corner as well. Both side by side. Teammate Gasly right behind. Maybe make it 3 wide into the first corner? I don't know. But it'd be very spicy if it does go 3 wide. But I'd say about 10 laps until the rain then. Verstappen has sneaked his way very close to us. Leclerc has got Vesti now, officially. Zhou is on the back of our teammate Norris, so God knows what's happening to Lando. He's been attacked by a McLaren on hard tyres. Oh my god. I don't know how I kept that one. But Verstappen, that's going to allow him to make a challenge for the lead. As we now go side by side through the second to last corner and the last corner. But we keep the position. That's lost us time to Mr. George Russell behind us. Pretty sure he's in the DRS of Max. Here we go. Which way are you going to go, Maxie? Ah!
Okay, slow down, your delta's...
Oh, someone's out! Hold on. Hold on. Who is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's Sarge. It's Logie Sarge. Ah, he's out! Who was that? That was Drogovic. Oh, he's got no front wing either. Was that from the contact? No. Where's he lost his front wing then? Oh. Mr. Jack Doohan. I see those fresh mediums, mate. Did you kill Drogovic, which ended up in killing Mr. Logie Sarge? No front wing damage for Sargent. Just that wheel coming off. So, there's exactly what I said would happen. People crashing at the second to last corner. Yeah, do we pit now for mediums? So if we're going on to Inters anyway, which I think that we might actually have to do, then we won't have too much wear, like, you know, by the end of the race on the mediums, because if we're changing onto the wets, then yeah, you know what, I'm going to pit and game. Let's go. Let's not kill Max like fucking Drogovic has just done to Sarge. Logan is very depressed right now. I can assure you all.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you.
Vesti's dropped so much. I mean, look at that train that Vesti's leading. Right, okay, we haven't lost that much time. VSC's only just came in. I think that Norris has damage. He was quite slow into turn 1, so maybe that's why people are attacking him so much. Oh my god, there's so many battles going on. So many battles. Look at that exit. Vips is actually... he's managing to drag race us. What the fuck? When people start to pit, there's going to be so many crashes here. There's going to be so many crashes. Because if all of these don't pit all together, which they probably won't because there's a couple of teammates here,
Use your overtake button more. It's time to
they're going to go
utilize
straight
those
into the
energy
back or
points.
straight into the side of each other. Just like what Sargent did. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see this crash that may happen. Norris is being overtook. Oh, Sainz! Jesus Christ, that was a late move. Fucking hell. You get the move done around the outside anyway. Vips is getting the move done on Sainz now. But Sainz with the own speed. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? What's happening? Oh my life. That's very close then. Oh! We're off into P11. Right, this is around the pit window, so it's either this lap, next lap, or the lap after that where there's going to be crashes. So we just need to be a bit careful around these lot. Oh my god, here comes Zhou. Okay, no crash there, no crash there. Porsche has nearly fucking binned it, though. Kind of our fault, but Zhou's in off the hard tyres. He's picked quite early, stays on hards. But yeah, Norris definitely got damage there. Definitely. Piastri's already... Oh my god, Piastri has just exploded in front of us. Okay then.
Okay, clear.
We can't even overtake our teammate until the next bit of the sector. But Piastri... Official confirmation there that he is out of this session. And we get round the outside of our teammate Lando. So, let's see if there's any crashes. I was wondering why Piastri was moving over so early. Because the AI never usually do that. But turns out he was just in the middle of exploding. In comes Vesti. Just wait for the yellows, if there is going to be any. Or maybe even the reds, 'cause who knows. Could go straight to a red flag. Let's see if there was any incident. No, they've actually all pretty evened out, so no crash. Yeah, no crash. Depressed now. We've got one more lap to do it.
Caution, caution.
But pitting under that VSC has definitely helped us a lot. Because look, we're only 8.3 behind Tsunoda. And I mean, where the fuck is Max? Like, he's just completely off the radar now because he's that far back. Yes, there could be a crash. Tsunoda's in, Gasly's in. Not going to be stupider than the AI. Going to avoid that.
Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits. There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Why?
Got that confirmed.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Oh, Russell's actually jumped Verstappen. Russell is ahead of Verstappen. Right, we'll set two inters. They're both battling actually behind us, so that could be interesting. Especially with how their battles usually go. Weather report.
5 minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
So of course, he did say 15 minutes So I was expecting it around lap 15, and now he's saying 5 minutes. So it could be quite close on whether it gets wet enough for the inters. I've had a situation like this before, where I felt that it was wet enough, but it was like too late in the race for the AI to actually make the decision to box for inters, and I managed to go on and like win the race by about 15 seconds because of that, because they stayed out on dries, and it was actually here as well, so anything could still happen. Two AlphaTauri's I've just seen them battling up towards turn 3. It's not good if you want points, mate. But let's see where everyone's at then, now that the pit stops have been made. So top 10 is around the same, but Gasly's lost out a lot. Norris has still somehow managed to stay in the top 10, despite having to change his front wing, so good work from our crew there. Vips is actually the one who's overtaking De Vries. Stroll is in 16th, but that's no surprise there because 2 people are out and 2 have had to stop quite early on for a front wing change, as you can see there. Oh, and no front wing change for Lando. Okay, so Drogovic has been a bit in the wars today. So he had the collision with Doohan, another collision with Doohan, and then a collision with Sargent, and he got 5 seconds for that one. Since it did kind of wipe Sargent out of the race, but Sargent could have avoided that. Right. It's getting very dark now.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll put you onto the intermediate tyres.
No. Weather report.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain
Oh
coming
shit.
pretty soon. Be careful. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay, so maybe it is around like lap 15 around this area that the rain's going to be here. I might only be like a couple of laps off with the prediction. But anyway, behind us, Russell and Verstappen still going at it for P2. But I think it might get wet enough. I have a feeling that it's going to get wet enough for intermediates. Has Verstappen got damage? He's 7/10 back from Russell now. Staying at 7/10, so I don't think that he has. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think he has. Weather report.
We're expecting the rain to hit us any time now. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Okay. The rain literally could drop any minute now. No. Now. Now? Now. Now! Huh? Okay. Weather report.
Dries definitely seem like
Oh.
the fastest
Oh,
tyre
okay.
at the moment.
So it's around about now then. He's literally on the verge. It's being edged. Like,
Okay, we're boxing this lap.
no, we're not.
Best lap you can.
Rain now. I mean, look how, like, misty it's gone. Are they sure that this isn't going to be heavy rain? Oh, there it is. There's the rain. Okay, then. So it started. We'll see. Because it's such a small track. Like, how quickly it does, like, wet enough, I guess. Quite a lot of hills everywhere as well, so they'll all roll into one place where it's flat. Okay, so I'm already feeling like a loss of grip. Greasy line. Not boxing. Fuck off, game. Don't trick me like that. I was nearly going to come into the pits as well. The game nearly got me. Weather report.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Okay, so it
dry
is light
seem
rain.
like the best tyre for now.
It's going to stay as light rain. So when I had this situation last as well, Max, he actually binned it around this next corner, spun out, and funnily and coincidentally enough, it was actually Russell that he nearly took out with him. So we'll see if that happens again.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Yeah, I already said that, mate. Weather report.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be wet enough on like the last 2 laps for the inters. But it will just be too late to box. There'll be absolutely no point in it. May as well stay out. We won't gain off so many positions.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
It's quite sad that Tsunoda hasn't managed to, you know, kind of improve off that start that he had. I mean, he's in P4, but he's in a world of his own. He's literally not got Leclerc in the DRS, and he's not in the DRS of Max either, even though him and his teammate have both been battling. Okay, there's raindrops on the Halo now. It's feeling like there's a lot less grip into turn 1. It's going to be close. It's so going to be close. But as soon as that DRS gets disabled, that means that it's wet enough for inters, for definite.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track's ready for intermediates yet.
Okay. Oh, there's drops on the circuit now. That usually means it's not far off. Weather report.
Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Wait, what's he just saying that for? Is it turning into heavy rain? Weather report.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
The fuck? Just saying that for? Usually he's telling me like 20 more minutes of this light rain. But look at the droplets on the track now. You can see them, they're very visible. And it's very slippy. Very slippy. Weather report.
Please repeat, you're breaking up.
No, I'm not. It said weather report in our bed. Weather report.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Still saying that. Just that. I don't know. If you don't pit this lap, then there's no point in pitting any lap. No, we're not going to do it. Not. I'm not risking that. Look at it. You can see the standing water. The spray is starting to come off these slicks as well. Weather report.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Still not changing his mind. Even though there's quite a fair bit of spray. DRS still enabled as well, so yeah, I'm managing to turn the corners quite nicely and exit them as well. So yeah, it's not way enough. So I predicted that it'll be wet
Okay,
enough.
mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD.
On the last 2 laps, and it is,
Confirmed.
but we're not going to box. I'd rather have track position and know that we're the only ones staying out. Well, you know, not making a mistake even. And it's good that we haven't pit that lap, because Russell hasn't pit, Verstappen hasn't pit, Tsunoda hasn't pit. I don't think that anyone has pit for the intermediates. So it's a good job that we haven't pit for the inters, because otherwise we'd be tumbled way down the field. We'd have thrown away an absolutely amazing race win. There we go. DRS disabled.
DRS is now disabled.
Here we go. This is where the swiftling sliding comes in. And the yellows as well. There's someone spinning out and crashing maybe. Yeah, I don't think that anyone's gonna pit. And Tsunoda has actually caught up to Verstappen now. So Verstappen, maybe the Alpine doesn't suit the conditions compared to the Mercedes, because Russell's actually gaining away.
Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
Oh, someone has locked up into tyre 1 though. You can see the tyre marks. Obviously a ton of those in the heavy braking zones. Not there though. No one's locked up into that corner. But of course we are going to take the championship lead after this one, I'm pretty sure. I think that we'll be level on points with Russell, because we were 7 points off him. We've got the fastest lap here. I don't know, it's going to be close. But anyway, what a race from us. Dominated right from turn 1, and we've won it with the fastest lap as well.
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Well, what a drive that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so
suddenly
easy
sunny.
when it all just clicks.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. Let's see how the driver's standings have changed. Edwards takes over the lead
1
in the
point.
Drivers' Championship. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Edwards.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes move to the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
So then, could this be the season where Red Bull finally be dethroned as Constructors' Champions? Because they've had it for a few seasons now, I'm pretty sure. I know that when I was there with Tsunoda and last season, they definitely had it. I don't know if they had it many seasons before that as well. But look at this championship then. Down to Tsunoda, everyone is within a race win worth of points of me. Which is mad, because it's the top 8 now in this championship fight. If you're within a race win away, I'd say that's you being in a championship fight. Anything outside of a race win, as long as it's like, you know, not by just like 2 points, then I don't think that you're in a championship fight. But top 8 of us in the championship fight, we take the championship lead for the first time since Kota last season. We know how that ended, and it was by 1 point as well. So I better watch out for the next race, because I might get an engine failure, and it's Britain as well, so I don't want to do that there. But yeah, 1 point over Russell. Leclerc in P3. Vesti, Gasly, Porsche, all separated by just 2 points. So very close between those three. And then separated by 1 point is Verstappen and Tsunoda. They're finally making their championship charge. Verstappen finally having a good race in this season, in that Alpine that he's very new to, and getting P3. Managed to fend off Tsunoda just about to keep that P3. But there's your top 10 then. And we won't do the next race. It's 9:25. We'll do the quick practices and one-shot quali, and then I'll see what time it is after that. I mean, I do need to get to bed because I'm literally in work early tomorrow, but you know, we've literally like gone forward an hour. So technically right now it's 8:25, and I don't usually sleep until like 1 o'clock in the morning. But see what R&D we can get. There's only reliability to upgrade really. But hello to everyone in the stream. I didn't see your comment, Logan, until now. Yeah, that was a good idea, but oh well. Still managed to win, so it's all good. Oh yeah, that's what I was meant to do, check how many seasons Red Bull have had the constructors for. Ah, thank God, no rain, only in practice. Right, let's have a look. We can't see, can we? No. Can we? Is there a way to see? Well, I know that it was there. I know that it was there. Would it have been there as well with Perez and Tsunoda? I think it was. So that's 3 seasons. They definitely didn't have it there. What the fuck happened there? Yeah, no. They definitely didn't have it there. So 3 seasons in a row they've had the constructors for. So I'm sure that anyone else who takes it will be very happy to take it off them. Let's do quick practice in the one-shot quali then. Yes. It's always good when you get to do the start of each practice program in the first practice. More chance of you to get everything else done. Oh, fuck off. Wanker. Right. Don't risk it. Fuck. At least we got time to do that one. I swear if this one fails. Yay! That's pretty good. Got like 8 out of 15 practice programs done. Plus with the amount of R&D that Lando earns as well. Oh, he's actually earned less than us this time. But we still got 3,000 and odd. Worth of resource points, so that's good. We actually check what time I'm in tomorrow. Tuesday. Okay. Bastard. Okay, I'm in at 6:05 in the morning. Oh, I've got the same bus all day. Jesus Christ. Right, we are improving reliability a lot. I mean, that's going to take us up to McLaren once all of our reliability upgrades come through, which is 1, 2 of them. So that's quite good going. We've finally got a power upgrade that's came in as well, so that's very good. That's put us actually to the top, but it hasn't shown on there for some reason. No clue why, that's weird. But we are meant to be at the top. We've overtook McLaren. Any other changes? Alfa Romeo have got past Williams as well, as you can see on the left there. Oh yeah, that was our actually our first win of the season. We had 3 different race winners in the first 3 races, so it is going to be a close season for definite. Yeah, let's go into one-shot quali. I don't think that I'm going to do this race, but I'll do the quali. Because I'm a good sport like that. I'll leave you all on a cliffhanger so that you definitely come back tomorrow. Oh my god. You have to change that one. And that one. Gearbox. They'll be alright for this race. Let's go. Vesti once again in P1. Russell now takes it away from him. Oh, for fuck's sake, turned it too early. I kind of forget the actual force of these fully upgraded aerodynamic cars and how good they are at the turning. I mean, look at that. Turned in late and still managed to hit the apex. Quite a good comps, quite right. That lead, well, pole position has changed around between so many drivers. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. It's definitely not going to be us, though. And that's P11. P13? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, so we have shit qualifying's okay, but we can make it in the race. We have only, which is a trouble, we have only got the race. We haven't got a sprint this weekend, whereas the last 2 weekends we've had a sprint.
It's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Gasly, Vesti and George Russell.
They do it again. The top 5 separated by less than a tenth. Once more. Norris actually doing quite well now. P6. It's clawed back a bit of that confidence. Vesti on the front row once more. Gasly gets pole position. He's the only one in the 129s, but in the 121s I mean. But how close Vesti and Russell are together and to him, it doesn't really matter that he's the only one in the 121s. But Piastri qualifies top 10 once more in that Alfa Romeo, showing that he is a really amazing driver. But the back row is actually occupied by both AlphaTauris. Even Vitch has managed to get up to 17th. So I don't know what's happening to the AlphaTauris this weekend, but whatever it is, it's not good. And not a good sign for that team carrying on with the season. Yeah, not a lot else to comment on. P13 for us. Oh, the exact same lap time for the 2 Aston Martins. So that's equally matched in the same machinery. Yeah, once again, that top 5 separated by literally nothing. Not even like the blink of an eye could separate that. It's mental. But anyway, I am going to end the stream there. As I said, I do need to be up early for work. Unlucky me. But I will be streaming tomorrow. Can't see why I wouldn't. I've got fuck all to do anyway after work. So I'll leave you there. I'll leave it there even. And I'll see you tomorrow, whoever decides to join. And thank you for joining tonight as well. It's been a very fun stream. Goodbye.